Now single page application means you have only one web page in your application. Like this is the page that we are seeing, and we see this is just rendering as a blank page. Now in this page what happens is, in single page application there are multiple views that keep on replacing this area which is called ng view. Let's put div over here or h1 over here, and we call this is main page, and this ng view will automatically get replaced with the new view that we define. Now the way these views work is new folder, and let's call that folder as partials. Now these views that we get, they are going to come from another set of HTML files. So we'll say index.html, that will be our first view, and for now let's go and put this is our index view, and let's copy that and let's create another new file and we call it login.html, and let's paste this here and call it login view. Now we will see like how do we get those views one by one based on whatever we click. So right now we are seeing only the main page thing. View is not being loaded over here. Now in order to get views working, we need to make some changes. Now the first change is we need to bring in one more JS file from Angular, which is called ANGULAR-route.min.js. That is the first change. Second change is, what we will do is we will go back to the controller code or our module code here, and here we'll insert a dependency called ng-route. That is second change. Third change that we are going to put over here is basically we have to configure our module. So we say bgmode.config. So the configuration that we have to do here will happen in this way. We have to put the function over here to configure, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so this is how we will do, and in this we will put route provider. So that is what we are going to do over here, and in this route provider what we will do is we will say that route provider dot, so route provider, basically we kind of give a kind of a switch case, and we say whenever somebody asks for this route, then what we need to do is we need to specify some configuration setting over here, and we say when somebody asks for login route, we need to give another view, and we can say otherwise if none of those routes are matching, then we say otherwise what to do is we give another JSON object and we call it redirect, and redirection is done to, let's say, base route. Now whenever user comes, he'll go to normally he'll go to base route. Now every JSON object that we are going to specify over here is going to contain two things. One of that is template URL, that is the first thing, and this thing that we are going to specify is going to be our partial file path. So we will say partials. Inside the partial we are going to say index.html is the first partial, and second thing that we specify is controller, and we say this is bzctrl. Now since every view is going to have a different partial, so what we are going to do is this controller that we have, we will cut it from here, will not specify it here, and in essence we will just link it through this so that every view can carry its own controller. Now for login what we will do is, again we will give the same two things. We will say template URL colon partials and login.html, and same way we'll say controller, for this will be bz login ctrl. Now this controller we need to go and define over here. So what we will do for now is we'll say bzmode.controller, this is our controller, then we say function. For now I'll give a blank function, don't need to inject anything like scope or HTTP, that we will do later. So these two views we have defined, we have given their separate controller, and now let's go and take a look at what is the change in application behavior. So let's simply go to /. Okay, I see some errors might be happening, so let's see. this error is coming. Okay, it might be coming because of this config. Here also we need to follow this route provider comma, so right, route provider will be with dollar, and here this is an array. First last member of the array is considered to be the function, and what we will do is we'll put the square bracket over here, so hopefully that may fix the issue. Okay, let's first refresh it and see, and now we are seeing that that issue has gone. Now these routes that are handled by route provider in Angular, they are typically separated by the hash symbol here. So now hash slash is the basic route, login is, now we are getting the login route, and login route knows like which partial to show and what is the controller for that partial.